Hey guys, it is Monday here in West Virginia, so it is time for us to do our Mopar Monday. And actually, this whole week I have a lot of really cool videos in store for you guys. Today we're cracking open some more Dragstrip Demons. This time we're doing some Mopars. We just did the 4 Camaro funny cars on Friday last week, so today we're doing 3 Cuda funny cars. As I said, I'm kind of going back to my old style of collecting where I'm focused on Mopars and old school race cars, predominantly drag racing, and some utility vehicles and lowriders as a side collect. But today, as you can see, this is kind of new back here too. I just added these 2 tubbed 57 Plymouths from Hot Wheels. It took me a while to find this one clean because usually the rubber bands eat it, and then that one I found, but it's got a little bit of paint rash, so eventually I'd like to step up to a perfect one. But we're going to be doing a video on those guys, maybe come this weekend, take a look at the 2 Pro Street 164 57 Plymouths and a 57 Chevy funny car. So we have a lot of cool stuff in store, but today we're focused on these 3 guys here. And yeah, these are old school Dragstrip Demons, and all of them are pretty much on really clean cards. And yes, I am cracking all of them open because I prefer the stuff loose. So if you guys didn't get to see them back when they were released back in 2010, I think, yeah, this would be the 2010 set. The 2010 set was 25 cars, and the 2009 set was a 30 car set. And the 30 car set, I think, had some kind of mix up with the last numbers, like where one number was produced twice with 2 different cars, and then one number was not produced at all. So yeah, they had some fuck ups toward the end of the first series. But second series, I think, went okay. If I'm remembering correctly. It's been a decade or so since these were out, and I was heavily into them. But this is your Justin Grant's Don Schumacher's Stardust with the co-sponsor of the U.S. Army. And this is the last one of the 2010 set, 25 of 25. Has this really cool card art with a funny car, I think it's a Vega, doing smoky burnout with the flames shooting out of the headers. Looks really cool. And then on the second year, yeah, I guess it does. It just has the names much longer than the other ones. I thought that was all like copyright stuff, but it tells you what was in this case: the 70 Duster, the English leather Mongoose Duster, the Honker AFX, AWB Coronet, and then Don Schumacher Stardust, and then there was another 70 Duster funny car, the Tarmac Twister, which that one's went through the roof in price. I can't believe what that's going for nowadays. Then the Mongoose Wedge Dragster and the Snake Wedge Dragster, and those ugly things are going for a lot of money nowadays too, but they hold a lot of like Hot Wheels heritage too, because they were released back in the early 70s or even late 60s, whenever they were first launched in the 1-to-1, when they were premiering them at the Dragstrip. Hot Wheels launched them also, and then in 2010 they kind of retooled the casting and made it like a premium, and it looks really cool if you're into the old rail jobs and stuff. And those ones, as I said, have a lot of heritage behind them because they were kind of like one of one. Nobody else ran them like that. It was kind of cool. So anyways, back to Don Schumacher's Stardust. Very cool paint job. The yellow with the blue on it. Then you have that blue stripe on the hood. I guess it's supposed to be like a shooting star. That's why it's kind of rounded at the end of this, and it's like a burning white color with the blue trail behind it. So that's pretty cool. So I've already kind of popped him loose, as you can see. So And these older cards, they glue held really well, but if you wanted to open them, it wasn't too much where you would damage the card like the stuff is nowadays with the premiums. It seems to be damaging the cards pretty badly. But then a few years before that, like in 2015, 2016, blisters were falling off the cards. So I had to say, I don't know what happened after like 2013 or 14. But yeah, they kind of lost it with their adhesive there with the blisters on cards. But as you can see, really cool flip up body, all metal casting, detailed engine, even though it is part of the chassis casting. You have your wheelie bars, which are also part of the chassis casting. Detailed tail lights, and as you can see, they're round tail lights, so this is going to be like the 72 to 74 Cuda and such. That's the one thing I'll show you on the other ones when we open them. Detailed grill, split grill, so really cool looking little car. Then we're gonna do the two snakes, and a lot of people say this is Snake 2, and it is not. It's Snake 3, and I'll show you that in a minute. If you really zoom in on it, it says 3 in Roman numeral, not 2. And yeah, I guess this would be Snake 4, the full army one, because Snake 1 obviously is the yellow, and then Snake 2 was white with the blue side insert with the red Hot Wheel logo. And then the third was Black Snake Cuda, and then I would say the fourth was his army. So let's go ahead and do this Black Snake. And this is number 1 of the 30 car set. Pretty cool. So this one's from 09. And as you can see, they kind of print the names of the cars a little bolder and not so long. They kind of summarize them a little bit compared to the 2010 series. So this case had the Snake Cuda, the Black Snake, Pure Heaven, the Ramcharger's Challenger, and George Doty's 71 Mustang. That's the one with the Hot Wheel logo on the side. Those are the two castings that I really don't care for in the Dragstrip Demons, the Challenger and the Mustang, because they're based on the regular run-of-the-mill toy that we had back in the 70s. So it's not that great, but it's not that bad either. But the Ramchargers, if I could get it for like $10 or so, I'd pick it up again just to have it, because Ramchargers has a ton of heritage behind it for Mopar. So let's get this guy popped off the card and take a look at him. And same casting as the other Don. Yeah, it's funny. Don Schumacher and Don Prudhomme. So you have two Dons here. Not the Godfather either. So you have, as you can see, we'll zoom in a little bit. I know a lot of people sometimes in their posts will put that this is Snake 2, but if you could see, there's a little bit. This one's got a heavier tempo. Let's swap over to this side here. You can see that there are 3 lines there. There's a little black between the ones to the right. It's very obvious in the left and the center, but then the center to the right is a little harder to see. But some of them are a little bit more obvious than this one. But yeah, it's Snake 3. And as you can see, he's like showing less and less Hot Wheels logo on the car. It's getting smaller, and Wins is there, and then Pennzoil. It's basically like he doesn't have any major sponsor at this time, like primary sponsor, like how he did with 1 and 2. It was obviously Hot Wheels. This one here kind of just looks like he has a bunch of like co-sponsors. Then, tail lights. As you can see, it has a boxy looking tail light. Not much detail at all. No lines painted in it whatsoever. I'm going to say it's definitely going to be 70 or 71. I'm not sure what they were going after. Probably 71, since this is going to be the third release of the Snake Cuda. But yeah, same grill and such. This one has maybe not a little more detail. I was gonna say it has a little more detail than Stardust, but nah, not really. So, let's move on to our last one, the Army Snake. And this is a full-blown sponsorship of the Army. And then this is number 16 of 30. And in this case, you had the Army Snake Cuda, obviously. Bruce Larson's USA 1 Camaro, which we looked at on Friday. And a 71 Mustang funny car. It's just kind of funny how it says that. I don't know who that is, if that was like Gone to Blazes or what. Gone to Blazes is one of those super hard to find ones in the Dragstrip Demon series, but I don't remember if it was in the 30 car or the 25 car set. That used to be the most sought after one back when they were first released, but nowadays it's getting to be a few of them, like the Honker. AWB 65 Cornet was never one of the sought after ones. It was pretty easy to find. Stacked Deck was always hard to find. And then Snake Eyes, the Nova Gasser, was always hard to find. And the Mongoose Chew and the Snake Chew were kind of midline hard to find. And then the hardest was that Gone to Blazes, but now it seems to be popping up more often at a cheaper price. Because I remember back in 11, I think I paid $60 for it, and I think that's about what it's going for nowadays, maybe even a little cheaper. But anyways, let's get this guy off the card and look at him. And this card, I don't know, I popped it from the top, and don't know why that happened like that. I don't think the bottom edge would come loose, so I took it down from the top side. Now I don't want to come out of the blister. There we go. So, there's your Army Snake. Really cool livery. The red, white, and blue, and even the snake is done up in red, white, and blue. The Cobra head is blue with stars, and the body is red and white striped. Don the snake per dome, and the wins on the quarter panel, and then all of your co-sponsors, Pennzoil and other wins, Mr. Gasket, and I think that's Champion, and Bell wins once again, and Army. And as you can see, Hot Wheels is totally gone from the co-sponsors, major sponsor. It's gone altogether, so it's kind of sad. Now flipping him around to the back, it's very hard to see the tail lights on this one, but it does have the round ones because there's a rare red tail panel, and it's nice that they put the backup lights in there and they kind of added detail to these round lights. I'm not sure if it's a 3 or 4, but yeah, it's probably 74 maybe, and the Black Snake is probably like 72, whereas the Snake 1 and 2 would be the 70, 71s. Snake 1 would probably definitely be 70, because I think they launched that rivalry in 1969. So really cool pieces. Just with the history behind them. That's why I said, like, these guys, like, looking at my collection now, I can kind of just go and reminisce about all the old racing days, race cars, and things like that. This is before my time. I grew up as a kid in the 80s. I was born in 78, but still, even in the 80s, we had some pretty cool drag racing happening and stuff like that, and NASCARs still looked like cars that you'd see at the dealership, not like today. So yeah, that's kind of why I went back to this route of collecting, because I don't know, it just kind of makes me feel good looking at these old race cars. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll be back tomorrow with a 2 for Tuesday. We're doing the 2012 Corvette Z06 from Johnny Lightning, so we'll have something for you bow tie fans tomorrow. So thanks for watching, guys, and see you tomorrow.